Another message of hope with me, Kim O'Neill. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you are returning, it's so good to have you back. These are intuitive tarot and oracle card readings. These are not intended to be predictive. It's always take what resonates, leave what does not. And I imagine that whatever shows up in today's reading, that it's probably going to be a reflection on some level of whatever your intuition may have been trying to tell you for a while. So if that's the case, then my hope is that you will allow this to support you in trusting your intuition more. Okay, I'm going to start with pulling a card from my deck, the Every Day is a New Day deck. And let's just see. Oh, that was interesting. I think it was that one. Okay, we're going to let there be two. Okay, let's see here. So we have, I love it. We have, how can this be more fun for you? How can this be more fun for you? And the other one we have is, oh, I love this. Okay, the other one, it says, no matter where you are today, it does not have to be where you are tomorrow. Every day is always a new day. And for those that don't know, I have a podcast called the Every Day is a New Day show. I've been taking a break from recording new episodes, but definitely you can check those out on YouTube or any of the podcast platforms, most of the podcast platforms. So let's see if there might be a theme then that emanates from those first two cards. So let's go ahead and pull. We're going to pull some tarot cards with a past, present, future orientation. And you may have heard me say before, this is really just to give us some context, right? To show the journey that you may have been on that helps us to see what the hope element is. So, okay, what is the past position card that wants to come through for today? What is the past position? Okay, love it. Love it, love it. What is the present? Oh, we love it so much to happen again. And what is the future? Oh, excellent. See, this is fun for me. This is fun for me. And I will go ahead and just say right now that if I haven't said this before, I never imagined that. I mean, I've been pulling cards for the last few years in different ways. For myself, and you may have seen some of the book reading videos that I've done and things like that, but I actually never thought that I'd be doing it how I'm doing it today. And maybe that has some relevance too. So anyway, let's take a look at the cards. In fact, I'm going to pause this so you don't have to just look at the top of my head as I look down for a bit, and I'll be right back as soon as I process what the cards are showing. So 1 second. Okay, so it did not take me long at all to see what is initially coming through. This is powerful. So in the past position, oh my gosh. Oh, I love this. It looks like a journey of you coming into full alignment and self-confidence in you and your authentic creativity. And so therefore, I also want to say your authentic self and fully owning and embracing it. This is a very divinely guided journey. That's what I'm seeing. So every aspect, the past, present, future. So let me show you. So for the past, we're looking at you being in alignment with who you are. What is your soul? What has your soul been calling out for? What's been your aligned purpose, intended purpose all along? And then we have moving into the present is you being more creative and allowing that creativity energy to be expanded. And then in the so-called future, we have you feeling aligned and confident in how you show up and what you create. Okay. So, fascinating. I mean, this could already go back to, how can this be more fun for you, right? So there might be something new that you're embarking on as you start to practice and put more of your creativity out there. And maybe there's an element of it that it's not so fun. And you're like, why isn't this fun? It's supposed to be fun, right? And so this may be the question for you to ask, is you literally just ask out loud, how can this be more fun for me? Or journal on it and see what comes through. Because if there's something you want to do, and maybe it's being kind of, the energy of it is being dampered, maybe with some elements of fear or uncertainty, or maybe something else, right? Maybe something else going on in your world, maybe some grief or sadness. That can certainly take away some of the joy, right? Some of the joy that you would get from a creative endeavor. And yeah. And if this is something new, so as we talk about something creative, I mean, I know some people just maybe immediately go to art, right? But this can be anything that is new for you. Could be you, maybe you had one type of job and then you decided you're going to leave that and transition into something completely new, something that is more fulfilling, but might be kind of like out of the box, right? Out of the box, different. And, maybe it's something you've done for a long time, but maybe it's something completely brand new. Maybe you're going back to school or something, right? That's where this one comes into play. No matter where you are today, it does not have to be where you are tomorrow. Every day is always a new day. So just reassuring that you are supported, because the more you delve into this authentic part of yourself, you become more and more confident. And that's what both of these cards relate to. So the sacral chakra, which is the color orange, relates to your creativity, the part of you that creates new things, births new projects, right? And then the solar plexus chakra connects to the color yellow, your abdomen, and that part of you where you feel strong and confident and really, I even want to say grounded and peaceful in who you are. And so then, of course, as we talk about that brings up the root chakra, grounding, right? But it's the more that you get those sea legs firmly grounded and rooted in doing this new thing, you feel more confident in who you are too and what you're doing. So, okay. Let's expand on all of this. And let's pull a card. I haven't pulled one of these in a while. The Motivation Manifesto cards from Brendan Burchard. And let's see what wants to come through here. And thank you for being with me today. As I know I already said before, this is fun for me and something that I felt called to do. And didn't quite anticipate, but I've had many experiences where I've had to learn how to trust what's showing up. And so just know, it's when we're embarking on something new, it can feel kind of scary. You might question it a lot, and there might not be other sources of reassurance other than what, say your angels are showing you, what, signs and synchronicities are coming up in your vicinity, to reaffirm that, yes, you're seeing the right signs, yes, go in this direction. And sometimes I think the reason why you don't have those other people also reassuring you is because you're supposed to learn how to trust your intuition and trust your own guidance. And I know that can be kind of frustrating and annoying in a way, right? And yet at the same time, it's a beautiful gift to be able to get to that place. I only say frustrating and annoying because there can be so much more wrapped up in that when you wish there could be other sources of confirmation, right? Anyway, let's move on. Let's continue with the message. So what does this one say? This one says, this is the back of it. It says, let us not hope for mere chance to change our story. Let us summon the courage to change it ourselves. Some will stand in our way, but we mustn't hide or minimize ourselves any longer. Man, I love it when the messages come through and they're so aligned with what's been showing up. So just like I was talking about, I did not know what this card said when I was saying that just a moment ago. You may be feeling maybe a little discouraged or disheartened because other people in your world are not supporting this new venture that you have embarked upon. And this is saying some will stand in our way, but we mustn't hide or minimize ourselves any longer. Let us not hope for mere chance to change our story. So it's saying, don't wait. Don't sit and wait for something else to show up and be the change, right? let us summon the courage to change it ourselves. You are someone. And so I believe there are situations in life where it's time to realize that, oh, I get to be my own hero. I get to change this, right? And so we change things through our thoughts, through healing things that have been weighing on us from the past. Allowing ourselves to have the courage to break the mold, to create change, allow change, that kind of thing. So right now, if you're feeling a little something, like something well up in you, take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Notice what's going on in your body. Where are you feeling some of that tension or anything? And exhale it out. You get to be on this transformative journey that is at the very root of it. You're rooted in you simply coming into full maximum alignment with who you are. And you may say, Kim, well, but Kim, I already was fully aligned, or at least I thought I was before. So what do you mean? And it's like, yeah, you may have been someone that's already been on this path and living in your purpose and on all of that. And maybe you're being called to now we're going to expand that in new ways, right? And so as we are human, these spiritual beings having a human experience, we're going to continue to evolve and grow. No matter how much we've grown and evolved already up to a certain point, there's always something more. And so that's why we also want to continue to learn from the experiences that we're having, because then as you have new experiences that beckon you to stretch yourself and grow into new areas, you're able to take the awarenesses, the lessons that you've learned from the previous ones and apply them to the new situations. And so, new situations can be a little bit easier, or you can at least understand them a little bit better as you learn something new about yourself and life, right? All of that. So, okay, this is exciting. I think this is really exciting. Okay, let's see what else. Let's pull. Okay, because if you're feeling some of this, like, I got to muster the courage, and maybe it's kind of just upsetting that some other people aren't fully supporting you and that kind of thing. Let's pull a card from the Rebel deck. This is the one with the curse words, and it can get kind of direct and in your face. But these can be, sometimes it's nice to kind of like set free, right? Set ourselves free by, I don't know. Let's see what wants to come through. Okay. Ooh. Okay. What message wants to come through in service to you? If this is resonating for you, I feel like maybe this one, what does this said? This one said, okay, so I can't say the curse word part of it, right? So, you need a good effing cry. You need a good effing cry. And the back says, get the ugly cry on. Let that ish go. Your soul will thank you. So yes, I agree. If this is resonating for you, let yourself feel those emotions. When we're moving into something new, we can take the lessons and everything we've learned forward with us, but we usually aren't going to be able to take all the grief, the anger, the frustrations, I'll just say it, past trauma, right? All that stuff. We usually can't take that stuff with us forward. And we may try. And so maybe we kind of do in some ways, but even if that's the case, we try to lug it along with us. Our progress is going to be slower. We're not going to quite get the results that we are aiming for. It really benefits us to do that healing work and to learn how to let things go. And what I have found, again, spiritual beings having the human experience, there's probably going to be at some point a softening of the ego. And this may not pertain to everyone, but for those people who maybe relate to, maybe living a conventional life and maybe moving into more of an unconventional life on some level, right? You may find that there's a degree of like having to like soften the ego, let some of the ego stuff go. And I'm not saying ego is all bad. That's not what I'm saying. But just the things that hold us in a space of being stubborn, being resistant, right? I don't know. That may or may not pertain to you, but that's what's showing up for me right now. So I'm just saying it. So let yourself feel the feelings. It's okay. And you may have to have more than one ugly cry. That's okay. That's okay. Cry it out, get it out. And to me, it's not just about crying and getting it out, right? Because you could do that and just continue to do that if you're not ever doing anything else. And what I mean by that, I mean, then looking at, why was something so challenging or brought you so much grief? And, what's the lesson, right? What are you learning through the experience? Because as you feel the feelings and then shift your mindset, that's going to support you in making new strides forward. So yeah, your soul will thank you. Your soul will thank you. And right here at the top, we have stop obsessing. Stop obsessing. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And then right below that, we have you are giving away your power. The back says you are a badass. You are, I don't know if I can show that word or not, whatever. Act like it. Act like it. Anyway, how do we do that? We do that by, recognizing, okay, what do I got to do here? Right. To be good with me. Yeah. Okay. Actually, wait a second. I want to keep those cards out. Yeah. And you might need a big hug. I see one here that says you need a big effing hug. Okay. I'm going to leave that first one out. Okay. Let's see what else. And we're almost at the 20-minute mark. So let's do a self-love affirmation. You are worthy. You are loved. You are whole, even if you don't feel like it, but you want to do the healing work so you can get back to feeling like it. Because it benefits you and others around you. That's for sure. Whew, right? Life is a trip. Ooh, okay. What do we have here? We have, I like this. It says, I am wonderful. I rejoice in the truth of my being. I accept it as so and let it be. And the back says, I let my light shine. Let your light shine. And you know how you shine brighter? I got the same answer for everything. Is through allowing yourself to heal. So there may be an aspect of you. Yeah. So there may be a self-acceptance component to this. Maybe you are like, this is me. I know this is me. And maybe you're feeling tripped up by some aspect of you that is being called forth to be more creative or be more expansive, venture into new industries, territories, hobbies, talents, skills, a new identity. So it's interesting. Something I've noticed through some of these message of hope readings, I'll sometimes kind of look back at some of the previous ones that I've done. And as I watch it back, I see new things in some of those readings. And it's like, oh, I wish I could go back to that and say, and also I see this and this and this. And so why is that coming up now? I think, I mean, something that is very obvious to me, we're talking about, I let my light shine, right? All of these have light. All of these have light emanating through them. And what, yeah, so I'm noticing the flower in the center of this. And I actually don't know for sure if that is a lotus flower, like the outline of a lotus flower, but that's kind of what I'm getting. And also what I'm noticing is the concentric circles in the middle of the flower. And they're making me think of a moon, actually. So, and this one has let me look something up really, really quick. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay. So here's something else I want to share that I wanted to make sure that these are intuitive readings, but there's some elements, right, where I want to make sure if I'm telling you something, I want to make sure to get that right. So this one, you may notice, has an upside down triangle in it, and that actually represents water. And so that could go back to, in order for you to feel confident, at the root of it is you having this ability to be able to feel your emotions, but also have released and not be holding on to whatever's weighing you down. And the other thing I want to just say is I don't know. I love symbols. I've loved symbols and patterns for a very long time now. So I just simply look at it as you are getting in flow with your own emotions, of what is, you may notice that you feel a lot of your emotions or hold a lot of your emotions in your stomach, your abdomen area. And as you allow yourself to get more and more in flow, releasing what doesn't serve you and getting more clear on what you're feeling in the present moment, it's going to have this ripple effect, just like those circles of you shining your light outward. And remember, let us not hope for mere chance to change our story. Let us summon the courage to change it ourselves. So there may be an element here of you summoning the courage to allow yourself to feel those emotions. Yeah. And if you don't have to do your healing journey alone. So you certainly can do things on your own. And yet many of us make quicker progress when we work with someone. Especially if you don't feel like it's your forte to really be navigating and better understanding your emotions and things like that. That's okay. That's why there are people, that's why there are other people who that is, what they do, what they're versed in, what they are very comfortable with. And so, that calls into question, or not question, but that calls into play, you might want to reach out to a coach, a therapist, an energy healer, or maybe take a writing class, or, just all sorts of things. Maybe take an acting class, a voice class, things that support you in expressing yourself while someone else can guide the process. And so there's all different ways to do that, This one says, with affirmations, I claim my inner power. So that's just simply calling in the power of using your own voice and, of course, your inner self-talk to support you through this journey, right? If it feels too hard, you can recognize for yourself, yes, this feels too hard, but I'd also like it to be easier. I know there's a previous video where I talked a little bit about that. And just start to talk yourself into a space of more ease, a space of, enhanced healing and release and all of that kind of stuff. Okay, let's close out with an angel message, and then we will be complete for today. Yeah, let's do. I love this deck. I love all my cards, but I am really loving these guardian angel cards. So let's do a guardian angel message for you. Let's see what message wants to come through and support of this message. And for those it resonates. Ooh, okay, love it. We have relax. It says, there is plenty of time to do and achieve all you desire. Place your hands gently on your heart. Go ahead, place your hands gently on your heart and allow your breath to guide you to a quiet space within. Imagine yourself bathed in golden light, flowing from the eternal heart of God. I, your guardian angel, am with you. Allow me into your heart. You will accomplish more by focusing on that which is most important in life. Love. You will accomplish more by focusing on that which is most important in life. Love. Well, that was really wonderful. That was beautiful. Okay, well, as always, thank you for being here. Let me know what you're taking away. And if you feel called to, I would so appreciate a like and a subscribe or a share of this video. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll see you again very soon.